Whispers of the Forgotten Pharaoh, Akhenaten's Curse in the Farafra Desert. In the early 1900s, a group of archaeologists, fascinated by the reign of Akhenaten, ventured into the Farafra Desert, following rumors of a hidden temple that had eluded explorers for centuries. This temple, it was said, had been built during Akhenaten's radical reign when he shifted Egypt's religious focus to the worship of the sun god Aten. While mainstream historians believed most traces of Akhenaten's reign had been eradicated, a handful of local legends hinted at a secret sanctuary deep in the desert, untouched by time. The team set out with high hopes, well versed in the local lore. They hired Bedouin guides who were reluctant to venture too deep into certain parts of the desert. The guides whispered of an ancient curse that guarded the area, claiming that no one who searched for Akhenaten's hidden temple had ever returned. But the archaeologists, driven by their desire for discovery, dismissed the warnings as mere superstition. They were armed with maps, equipment, and a firm belief that they would succeed where others had failed. For the first few days, the expedition went smoothly. The harsh sun bore down on them, but the cool desert nights gave them the respite they needed. Then on the fifth day, things started to go wrong. One of the camels carrying their supplies disappeared overnight without a trace. There were no tracks in the sand, no sign of struggle. It was as if the desert itself had swallowed the animal whole. The guides became increasingly uneasy, muttering about unseen forces and warning that they should turn back. But the team pressed on, more determined than ever. By the seventh day, they discovered something. Rising from the horizon, almost invisible against the chalky white landscape, were the faint outlines of ancient pillars. As they approached, they realized they had found the remains of a temple, half buried in the sand. The stone carvings, though weathered by time, were unmistakably from Akhenaten's era, depictions of Aten, the sun disk, with rays extending toward worshippers. The archaeologists were thrilled, convinced they had stumbled upon the lost sanctuary. But their excitement quickly turned to dread. That night, the wind, which had been eerily still, began to howl. It carried strange whispers that seemed to come from all directions, though no one could understand the words. One by one, the members of the team fell ill, plagued by fevered dreams of Akhenaten and his priests performing dark rituals under the blazing desert sun. The Bedouin guides refused to stay any longer. They warned that the desert was reclaiming what was rightfully its own, and that no human was meant to disturb this place. Ignoring their pleas, the archaeologists remained, desperate to unearth more secrets. But the desert showed no mercy. A violent sandstorm arose without warning, engulfing the temple and burying the site in a matter of hours. When the storm finally cleared, only 2 of the archaeologists were left standing. Dazed and half blind from the sand, they wandered aimlessly until another search party, sent after they failed to return on time, found them days later, near death. Both survivors spoke of seeing visions of Akhenaten himself, his form looming over them in the swirling sands, his face hidden in shadow. They claimed that in their final moments at the temple, they had heard a voice, deep and resonant, commanding them to leave. One of them believed that the pharaoh's spirit still guarded his temple, ensuring that the truth of his reign would never be fully known. The lost temple of Akhenaten remains buried somewhere beneath the sands of the Farafra Desert, its secrets protected by time and the relentless forces of nature. Those who seek it today find nothing but wind and dust, and the occasional distant whisper of something ancient and angry, warning them to turn back.
Enjoyed the content? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more awesome videos your way. Don't forget to click the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest uploads. Thanks for watching.